Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new edition of Kingdomcraft. I am tearing something that we built in the last episode, or I can't remember when I built it, but I'm tearing the cooker chicken, as I apparently said in the last video. There was a lot of fuzz about that. Pretty funny though. It should be my new trademark for this farm. Cooking chicker. Yeah. But I'm taking this one down, and I'm gonna do this off camera though, because there's no point in redoing this thing on camera. Just wanted to bring you in, say hello, ask you how you're doing. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic time with me on Kingdomcraft. The idea is that I will bring. So I asked, if you remember, let me remind you. The cooking chicker didn't work at all. Well, it worked, but it was pretty terrible. I wonder, I don't have any wood here. Let's go get some wood, shall we? Yeah, the cooking chicker was terrible. It didn't cook the chicken at all times, and I tried doing some fixes. There was a lot of suggestion from you guys, a lot of great comments in how I could fix it, and there was one in specific that told me to go and watch Xuma Void's updated one, the lossless chicken cooker. I'll put that link for the tutorial for that video in the description instead of showing you again, because he did an awesome job at that. That is what he does. And basically, he kind of confirmed that the old version that I used and that he has been using before no longer really works in 1.8. No, not flawlessly anyway. And he had a solution to it. Of course, he had a solution to it, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and recreate that. I'm also gonna clean up this room that I'm standing in. I'm gonna go ahead and move this sucker down, maybe quite a bit actually. I don't want to hear the stupid chicken from the surface, is the thing. So maybe down here. Well, we may just as well go down a little bit further. This is just me. I'm gonna be traveling up and down here. Oh, you know what we could do here one day? We could do a slime elevator. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, the most important thing is that the other Kingdom Crafters and me don't hear the chicken from up here. Because with this design that we had, holy cow. They were clucking away day and night. So anyway, I will get all of this removed. We have a lot of eggs, so we should be able to get one new one of these up. And then I'll come back to you and we'll take a look if it works and if it's beautiful. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got the farm, the lossless farm installed. The footprint of this thing is so small. I'm actually going to go ahead and do blocks here just for prettification, and then I'll close this off. It doesn't need to be pretty though. That's not the point. But the footprint of this is so freaking tiny. It's really an amazing job of Bike Xuma and his friend that helped him with the redstone thing. Basically, we have a dispenser here that's going to be responsible for hatching the eggs, and then we have another one here who's going to be responsible for cooking them. The hatchery itself is going to be on top here. And one thing that... Oops, I'm sorry, buddy. Ooh, 2 chicken out of 3 eggs. Wow! Okay. Are you guys seeing this? Pretty insane. I think it's 2 to 16 is the odds. We got like 6 or 5 out of that first batch. But anyway, this is going to be the hatchery right here. I'm going to hatch like as many eggs as I can. Just spam eggs in here. And what I want to find out is whether or not we can hear these from the surface. Because if we can, I'm sorry guys, I've done it again. I've done a loud, fricked up area again. We can actually go up and check that right now. But basically, the way this works is by a comparator next to this hopper here that creates a torch burnout clock. Which is basically this here, this torch to this redstone block and to this torch. That's our redstone burnout clock. What happens is that this shouldn't really function. The redstone here have issues with this torch being lit here, while the redstone Yeah, it was kind of weird to explain. But this redstone here is lit from this torch and should also be lit from this torch, but should also unpower this torch. But because of this block here, we kind of get a circuit. Okay? And then I have a redstone piece there that will fire both the dispensers. So once an egg is hatched, is when we should see lava coming out. So if I would go and imagine that these would be adults and popping eggs, that would be looking something like a zoo. Nothing happens. Come on now. Oh no, no, sorry. Sorry. They need to, of course, come in the hopper. Because the hopper is the trigger, not the dispenser this time. So let's redo that. Let's grab the eggs. Let's put them in the hopper. We just pretend like they have just hatched 8 eggs. See, that's what will happen. So, did you see how cool that was? The quick lava dispensing. And we actually got quite a bit of chicken. Like, is that 3 chicken? That's 3 baby chicken. If not more from all those eggs. Holy cow. That's amazing. Hey, Ro, there you go. I don't want to hit the guys, is the thing. Anyway, let's go upstairs and just check out whether or not we hear them. I'm going to clean up this room as well. Get rid of all the chests and that. But I think it's dead silent. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I'll finally get my little bit of a restaurant or whatever we call this build. I'll get it up. We'll make sure to have food for all the Kingdom Crafters. Beautiful. Finally. Alright, it's been a few hours here on the server. Let's go down. Oh, that's noisy. That is so noisy. I didn't fix this room, by the way. There. Fixed. No, that's fine. That's okay. No one's gonna know about it. But let's see. I did hatch quite a bit of chicken. And I'm sorry it's loud, okay? Look at that. He's getting burnt. And that definitely got sucked in. Oh, yes, baby. Baby, that is working beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna clean that out. So what I'm thinking then is simply I have a little bit of a staffy entrance. Yeah, staffy entrance. I have that there, and then I can go down, I can fetch stuff. The feathers, we'll eventually probably just throw them away, but I happen to know that we're quite short, mind you, on feathers. I'm gonna grab myself, we're gonna start another project now that I'm really super excited about. We're gonna need a little bit of wool to make us a bed. And I need to reposition myself. Hold on. There we go. That may sound a little bit different, but my mic was in front of my... Actually, this isn't much better. My mic was in front of my hotbar. I couldn't see what I was thinking. Couldn't see what I was doing. This fence. It's always in the way for me. Let's see. We are going to start something scary, but that I think in the end will probably be worth it, okay? Now, don't know if all of you will love this, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and create a bed, and then I'm gonna place that bed down here. And now I've kind of marked down my little workspace area. I want to work a little bit on the interior of the cathedral, and to do that, actually I'm heading this way. To do that, I'm gonna need to take down a few of the things that we've built in the past there, and I'll come explain. Now, a few episodes ago, or quite a while ago, we got one of the Kingdom Crafter fans suggested that we put 2 gigantic, super nice looking swords in the middle of the in the middle of the cathedral. Okay, there, and then Cubfan built this super technical, awesome looking modular enchanting system, which I absolutely love. Okay, I love the swords, I love this. Me and Cubfan put these up, and I've been putting up some balconies to these rooms here. Now, Cubfan also did the ceiling skylight thing, which is absolutely gorgeous. But there's an issue with this, okay? I tell you right now. This room is way too big. Don't you think? I mean, it's a cathedral, but still, there isn't any coziness. There isn't any, like, apart from it not being finished, there's still too much air, I feel. There isn't any character to this room. I think the idea that me and Cubfan had with these were good. I want to have something similar, but I want to remake them. I think this altar is amazing technical-wise, but I'm not super loving the look of it. unfortunately. Mostly because it isn't a staircase here. I'd much rather have a staircase than having to jump. The swords that were submitted by one of you guys, they look superb. But do they really blend in here? Maybe. We're gonna see what we're gonna do about the swords. At this point, I'm thinking of taking them down and rebuilding a sword that is more stony, if you will. More of a sculpture. Now, that is a huge project that I'm just starting to undertake here. But I think in the end it will be worth it. And I'm a little bit scared about this project because it involves me taking down things that Cubfan have built and that fans have submitted. And I don't really like that. I don't want to come across as someone who doesn't like it. Because I do like it. It's good. But this building is simply a little bit too big to not have anything else in it. So... the first thing that I need though, I'm gonna do these things last. I'm gonna take down these first because I was here building them as well, so I don't feel as bad taking them down. But I'm gonna take these down and then I'm gonna extend the wall, okay? This wall here is just one thick, and then we have some barriers here and there. But I want to take it down, or sorry, I want to bring it out, which is actually going to impact the swords just a little bit, but that's fine. I think we'll be alright. I want to bring it in so that I have a little bit more workspace to sculpt on the wall. Because ideally, the way you get a large room like this more interesting in my mind is by adding depth to it. And at the moment, I think that the main thing this room lacks isn't like chests or items standing around. No, it's depth. The only depth we have in this room is really that sword, this sword, and these two. And they are a little bit too pixely. Like they don't, I want them to go all the way up to that huge ceiling up above us. If you see my point. So we take this down, we take it down entirely. Then we're going to take a look at some other things that I've kind of worked out. Lighting is another issue in the Cathedral. Lighting is another issue. We have torches, as you can see there. Boop. Torches standing around, just hanging out, chilling. They're not super pretty. Putting torches on the floor ain't my favorite thing. And I don't think any Minecrafter really like that. So at the moment they're just there for security. Now I went and fetched myself some glowstone. I fetched more than that. Oh, it's in my inventory. Okay, look at me. And some pistons. Because pistons are not hollow. You can actually, or you could, you used to be able to hide things behind a piston. So if I place a glowstone there and a piston above it, that's going to be emitting light. I know it's hard to see right now, but let me explain. If we do that, you can kind of see that there's definitely light there, right? That's one way of doing it. I don't think that it looks super good with the white dots there. So I was going to try something different. You ready for this? This may be a superbly cool way. Can we turn this sucker upside down? Is what I want to find out. And that shouldn't let through lights. Shouldn't let through lights. Or should let through light, I mean. Let's try to build this up again. Yes, it does. It does. Definitely. There's light down there. So that's pretty cool. I mean, we could then make some sort of lighting system where we have a stony part. Part of this wood floor would be like stony. Would have some patterns going on, maybe. We could use furnaces, which should look pretty much the same as that. And that could be cool for floor lighting. But there are a lot of things to do here, so I better get my grind on. The first thing I'm going to do, I should say as well, I'm going to use smooth stone and andesite. That's my background blocks here. I'm not going to use bricks. And the reason for that is that I want to use the bricks later for my depth. Okay, the bricks are going to be what stands out from this wall. But we'll see how it goes here. I'll start placing down some blocks. I'll come back to you momentarily. Alright everybody, so the walls have been added an interior layer on. These two. I haven't done anything with that yet. In this zombie, I tell you, this zombie is gonna drive me crazy. Where are you at, Zombert? I saw you had a yellow nice hat for me. What the deuce? Where did he go? He was standing on this balcony. He was watching me. He was like, hello, Iskal. One of these days, I'm gonna jump on your face. There you are. Yeah. Get owned. Is there a skeleton here as well? These towers, by the way, they have huge potential for us to do something. And they are definitely part of the whole project of making this room cozier. Hero. Nope. Anyway. Never mind the skelebot. That's fine. Where were we? Where were we? I'm the master of losing track of what I'm doing. Okay. So now you see, the reason I wanted a kind of smooth wall is because I want to use bricks and kind of make this wall interesting. And I'm just going to be freebasing a little bit here. Is that what it's called? Just going to be testing out some things. What about we do something like this? It's kind of like I did there. We do like segments. We could even go with some other color to this. That would be kind of cool. I kind of like that. Now what we can do is dig into this wall, which is amazing. That's so nice. And I am also, another thing that I realized, I can now also use a lot of cobblestone textures, and it will actually make sense because the background wall doesn't have a lot of cobble. So just go around like so and kind of add interest to it. Of course, we need to make sure that the texture isn't completely plain on these, but definitely it should stick out, if you know what I mean. And I think that will look immediately will get better. We also need to figure out kind of a center for where we want, because I think everybody is in agreement that we have some kind of enchantment altar here, right? We may change this, we may keep it, but if this would be the limit, so if this would be where the altar starts, I kind of want to center my armor pieces in between there. So let's just count that out. What do we have here? We have, if I were to add another one of these bad boys, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom. I'd have 2 in the middle. That's terrible. That's bad. I guess I could just move this in. Yeah. Check this out. Or I could move that one out. Yeah, let's do that actually. Here, let's put this back. Boop, boop. I have an interesting question for you guys. A thing that have been sent to me in PMs. Questions have been asked over the past few months. There seemed to be some kind of... ooh, I did that wrong. There seemed to be some kind of interest in me starting a Spreadshirt t-shirt thingamajiggy. I know a lot of YouTubers have that. I'm gonna try some cyan stained clay here. Boop. I know a lot of YouTube personalities have that. I understand that some people are wanting to kind of purchase some of those t-shirts. Maybe an Iskal t-shirt. I don't know. So the question is that really something that would be fun for you guys? Would you enjoy me having or being able to offer you at a, you know, cheap price, no profit gain, just for funsies, a t-shirt, an Iskal t-shirt? Would that be something that you'd like? Let me know down below in the comments, will you? Thank you. Definitely something to consider. I think it's pretty fairly easy to set up. Don't have to be an expert or anything. I just get an idea here. What about we go like so? Okay. Then we go down here. We take that away. We go. We do. we do that maybe, and then we do this. Just switch it up a little bit there, and then could we even? Yeah, hold on. I think I'm finding something out here. If I go these, and then I go stair in the middle. Aha! That's pretty cool. I like that. And then we have the armor stand there. And we could now take away... I like the whole cyan background to the armor stands. And I know that the comment said that that was a pretty thing as well. We still have a lot of things to do up there though. But you kind of get the feeling of what I want to do here, right? So for example, let's just see how this would look. If I were to take this out, I'd go maybe like that. Ooh, but you know what? I'm going to need some kind of light source here. I could take that away. Yeah. Okay, let me get a piece of glowstone. Let me get an armor stand. Let's see how this looks. You ready for this? This is gonna be amazing. Boop. I wonder when this video goes out. It is recorded on a Wednesday? Is it Wednesday today? Yeah. I don't know when I'm putting this video up, but I may actually be already at Minecon meeting a few of you. That's cool. Although we cannot put it there because then we can't have the cyan background. No. Should have made the walls 3 deep. That would have been crazy though. So I'd have to move this here. And that wouldn't be pretty. Okay, well, we'll deal with the lighting later. We'll do this. And my idea then is that we put the armor stand here. Sure. There. Boom. Is that offset? Nah, I think that's fine. We do something like that. And the whole idea with this area, by the way, there it should also be a function. And the function, maybe we do this. Boom. And then maybe we take away you, and we can store... Oh, yes, we can store chests underneath. Here, look at this. Because the whole function with this is that we store our enchanted armor, the diamond armor on one side, and the gold armor that we get from mob drops, because certain people like that armor, like me. We store that there, and we store diamond here, and then we enchant here, and we have to find a book storage. Maybe we put that in these 2 towers. That could be kind of cool, like a little, not a library because we have a library, but you know what I'm thinking. So what I want to try here then is, let me put a glowstone piece there. We'll do the same over here. Boop. And then maybe we go andesite, and we'll go stone. Oops. Nothing there. We'll put you there. Actually, I need to put in the chests first. So let's go make some chests. Let's go make some noise. Let's go make some noise. I hope that, by the way, did I say that? I hope you're having yourself a good time. I think that the time of the year is what I'm trying to say. The time of the year automatically, and you let me know if you disagree, but I think the time of the year automatically makes you happier. Even though, and this is something that I was thinking about the other day, even though you're sitting inside playing Minecraft when the sun is shining and it's hot outside, even though you're enjoying some Minecraft, because I know I do that, for example. There isn't a lot of things to do outside in my head that interests me. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, we can access them. You know what I want to try though? Just got a crazy idea. Would it be prettier perhaps if I took here silk stitch? Would it be prettier if it would be completely dark in here? That may actually be a thing. But yeah, just you know, having the sun shining outside is doing so much to your mind, and it's quite interesting to think about how much of an impact some light can have. Aha. I think this looked good. Yes, I'm not so... There. You see what I'm doing? Where did my... Oh, I have a storage here now. That's clever. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we put that there. What about... Here's what I want to try. You ready? Let's put you there. Okay? Let's put you there. Let's put this thing back there. Oh, that gives light. You see that? Oh, that's gorgeous. I like that. I like that very much. I like the little glowiness there as well. Put this back. And once we get him in full shiny bright armor, that's going to look amazing, I reckon. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to get my grind on. I'm going to continue to do this, work a little bit upwards as well. Maybe I do some wood. Maybe I increase or I put some wood into this build. I'm not sure. We do have a lot of space still, so we shouldn't be too worried about utilizing the space. I should also... you see what I'm seeing? Yeah, I have to move the balconies, which will actually solve the corner issue there. Interesting. Okay, anyway, I get my grind on and I come back to you. Aha, I got some progress for you. Check it out. It's starting to take shape. It's like what's happening in my head. Or it's what I was thinking. Oh, hello. What you doing, buddy? Stupid idiot. I moved the balcony as well. I think definitely that works. Moved. I may want to actually take this lip down. That may not be a terrible idea. But I was going to try something together with you guys. Let's see. What happens if we were to take these? You as well. See how important it is when we have, or how good it is when we have a thick wall to work with. I've seen a few building housing tutorials in Minecraft, and I think it's a common thing in most of them that they make the walls bigger or thicker. Can we also do something like that, maybe? Oh, I like that very much. I like the... Yes, here, let me see. Let's do this. You ready? Let's move you there. Boom. And maybe we go with you there. Aha. And let's not die here. Why do I take so much damage, ender pearling? I have freaking super boots. Okay. That is pretty interesting. I like that. Yes, I like that. Look at the shadows when we use the depth. You see what I see? Very important. Let's get this one as well. I think though, however, I was planning on kind of getting at least these two sides done today, but I've been spending quite a bit of time on this, and I actually have to get going here pretty soon. So I think we have to wrap this and come back next episode. I'll certainly try and do some more off camera before we work on this again. I've kind of given you an idea. There's also another fact to it. I am too scared. Actually, this is wrong, I think. Yes. Let's take you down. Let's put you up there. I've kind of given you the idea, and I'm a little bit scared. I shall not lie. That's looking good. I see that I've made a mistake here, and I think this one needs changing. The other one is better. So we do that. What am I saying? Yes, I'm scared. I'm scared of taking down that stuff without getting an approval from Cubby. I don't want to step on anybody's feet. You know what I'm thinking. Now, there's another interesting aspect that we're soon getting to here, and that is the roof, the ceiling. This thing that Cub did here, I think, is very brilliant. And I want to kind of make sure that... Let's go down again. I want to make sure that the walls are kind of connected all the way up to the roof. And then we get a little bit of this feeling, so a sloped feeling right there, if you see what I'm thinking. But overall, that cyan clay definitely had its place there. I like it. I like it very much. Do I want to do some more? I want to do some more. I don't have time. Okay, I do a little bit more. Hopefully we have time in the video as well. I've been babbling this episode. But I do a little bit more. I'm going to try and make it connect up to the roof so that you guys can see the full effect that I'm trying to get. This is also interesting, the stairs going like that. You know what we should do more? Is more of this. Since there aren't vertical, maybe we place them. Since there aren't vertical happy slabs, since there aren't vertical half slabs in Minecraft, one tip that I can give you is stairs, okay? Stairs like this will give you a vertical effect, specifically if we do something crazy like that, right? We've seen this before. We have definitely seen this before. Let's get this there. A little bit of smooth stone doesn't hurt. And we're already here. Okay, so if I want to bring that out there. Yes, this could work. We could do something like that. Oh, that's scary. Aha! Ninja moves. Ninja moves right now. Maybe we do this. And for now, I just want to put a torch there. Let's have a look at that. Oh, that could look pretty grand. See what I'm seeing? We need a staircase there as well. But I kind of want to get the wall definitely into the ceiling for show. For show. Okay, I'll do a little bit more. I'll come back to you shortly. Oh, we gotta check something right now. I haven't looked at this, okay? I haven't looked at this. And it's nighttime, which is interesting because then we get to see the full effect with lighting. I can't stress this enough. It's important to play around with lighting effects and stuff. Okay, you ready? Oh, yes, baby. Oh, hello. Yeah, suck it. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, do you see? You thought I was placing that torch? I pressed the block there. But you thought I was placing that torch up there just by mistake? You think so? No. I would never. I have them so the light shines through and gives us this cool effect that we got going up there. I see I did a mistake here. Interesting. I shall fix that right now. But I think this is very gorgeous. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys say. And please do let me know about what you think about the whole... Do we push to make this, remake this, or try and, you know, transition it into this style? Because I think this is gorgeous. I think it can look very good together with an enchanting station as well. And we can use the kind of idea of this with the staircase and all that. For sure. That would actually look super cool, I think. We still have a lot left to do. One thing that I'm thinking actually of doing right now is trying this here. Aha. Just adding a little bit of foundation for these artifacts or whatever they are on the wall. This corner, by the way, is terrible. I need to figure out what to do with it. But I'll come up with something. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But I like the whole functionality as well. That we got the chests down there. Yeah. I like it pretty good. Take these away. Maybe? I don't know. These were something I just played with momentarily ago. Don't know if we want them, but they add a little bit extra depth. Yes, I will in between episodes definitely try and replicate that and put it up here. I think it will look superb. This wall needs love. Yes, it does. It needs to be connected with this, but it's kind of easy now when I see how I wanted that. So I can just bring that out a little bit. If you want to see what happens to this thing, then you better watch the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you're new here, subscribe, and I see you in the next episode.